Hey guys, so this is going to be a different kind of video, just an update on some of the things I've learned today. I'll give you a little bit of background before I go into the details of what I've learned. But I had a lady who was 41 weeks, her history, she had a fibroid and she was strep B negative, but because she had previous strep B, it was important for us to still do antibiotics for her. And she came over to us at 3 centimeters, contracting really well. Listen, this lady contracted so well that it got to the point of we could see the head coming before even examining her, and then finding that she's 10 centimeters, before putting a clip onto the baby's head to listen to the heartbeat because we couldn't get the heartbeat properly. We just found out that she's 10 centimeters and baby was literally coming, and this was her first baby. Like, mad. So I learned about pain relief options in labour. She was saying she couldn't cope, and we gave her pain relief options, which was tablets such as paracetamol, cohydramol, also Entonox, which is gas and air, pethidine, which is an injection given into the thigh, and it kind of causes like a sleepy, drowsy feeling to come. So it doesn't take away the contraction, but between the contractions you just want to sleep. Or the epidural, which just slows everything down, just saying. But it's a very good pain relief choice and helps women not to feel anything. I also really saw her fibroid. So initially when I palpated her abdomen, I thought that the fibroid was like baby's leg or foot or something sticking out in an odd way, but it was the fibroid. It was very big and very prominent, really sticking out. And when a woman has a fibroid, they're more likely to bleed. And I also found out that so I'm just sharing with you guys facts, if a woman hasn't emptied her bladder as well, more likely to bleed. So if she hasn't emptied her bladder, in and out catheter, if she has a fibroid, active third stage of labour is recommended, where an injection would be given to help the placenta come out. And this is because the injection helps the uterus to contract. The injection we gave her was syntocinon because we actually didn't even have time to do her blood pressure before labour. When we checked it afterwards, her blood pressure was very high, and that is a contraindication of synthometrin. So we couldn't give her synthometrin, we had to give her syntocinon. We did end up starting 40 units because the bleeding was just bleeding. So it ended up putting up 40 units of syntocinon to help as well. And one of the last and most interesting things I learned, two more things. So often you might see a midwife, or if you haven't been in a hospital environment before, but sometimes they can put their finger, they're wearing a glove and put their finger into the baby's mouth to see if the baby has that sucking reflex. And basically what the midwife was saying is, what you're doing is you're putting a glove on, putting a finger into the baby's mouth and touching the palate, which is the top of the mouth, because this normally stimulates a response and it stimulates the baby to start suckling. So they'll be sucking the finger, and so that helps them to know what to do when it comes to going on the breast. So if a baby is not feeding, you can do that before putting the baby on the breast. And the last really interesting thing I learned was that babies have this reflex in their hands and in their feet. Babies, so I don't know if you heard me, babies have this reflex in their hand and in their feet. So if you just touch them or rub their hand like that, they will literally go like that. And like hold on to their hands, like if you touch them, they're like that. So like that's why a lot of babies, when you put your finger there, they'll grip onto your finger. But yeah, they literally go like that. And it's the same with their feet, which is the more cool and interesting one. Like their toes literally curl forward like that. I never knew that. She was saying it's to do with monkeys. She said when we used to be monkeys, something. I was like, okay. But yeah, had a great shift today on baby number 35, and that was just some cool things I learned.